What's grandma pizza? And how do you avoid burning a Hawaiian pizza? Second one's easy. Cook it at a low temperature. That's right, today we are making grandma pizza in the wood fire oven. Let's get what we need while we talk a little bit about what the heck grandma pizza is. Basically, grandma pizza is exactly what it sounds like. The story goes that it started in the Italian-American kitchens in Long Island, where grandmas were just making pizzas at home. They didn't have high heat pizza ovens and stuff like that to make pizzas, so they had to figure out a way. And grandma's gonna figure out a way. And this was the way, the sheet pan. You put this in your oven with a couple of things and boom, you got like a modified Sicilian New York slice pie thing. Get yourself a little bit of flour, dust the surface, and a good New York style pizza dough. This is from an online company that I've been testing out. So far, so good. I'll let you know who they are and everything if it really works out and I like them, but I'll link down to a couple of different recipes and places like that. But you just want a good solid pizza dough. Now this has been sitting out at room temp and is rested. It's really nice and pliable. That's what you want. You're gonna take your sheet pan and some good olive oil. Coat the heck out of the sheet pan with the olive oil. You really want like a solid coating of the olive oil. This is gonna help us get, hopefully, like a nice crispy bottom. And then you're gonna take your good New York style pizza dough. We're just gonna start stretching it till it starts getting nice and stretchy. Now, into our pan. What you want is you want this guy to go all the way to the outsides of your pan and kind of even a little bit up from there. This is honestly about as easy as it gets for making pizza. As you can see, mine's not really filling the outside of the pan, so I'm gonna pull it a little to stretch it and then let it come back. Push it up the sides a little bit. There you go. Now we're gonna cover this with plastic wrap and we're gonna let it just kind of hang out and rise a little bit more for about 20 or 30 minutes in like a room temp place. Like so. I'm doing two just in case the first one doesn't come out how I want it. While we are waiting on those to rise, we're gonna make the sauce. It is basically just some really good tomatoes, crushed and drained. I'm using these San Marzano style tomatoes. Say it in every video. I did a whole video on these where like I tested it and I couldn't tell the difference in these type of scenarios using San Marzano style, this one, and the real San Marzanos. They're a lot cheaper and they taste pretty good. So that's what I like to use. If you want to use the real ones, use the real ones. You're just gonna take them. We're gonna crush and drain them. Easiest way to do this is just with your hands. Be careful, they will squirt. Try to keep them submerged under the liquid when you're crushing so you don't squirt them on yourself like I did. That's it. We want to get all that extra juice out of there. We just want this nice, pulpy, crushed tomato. It's not a very wet pie. Save that for something else. That is used for making tomato soups, adding it to another red sauce that you're making later. Save that. There you go. Crushed tomatoes. Now, me being me, I'm gonna add a pinch of salt and a pinch of dad dust. This is just granulated onion, granulated garlic, and a pinch of MSG. I'm just gonna go stick this in the fridge while those continue rising. The last thing we need for our grandma pie is the cheese, and we are not going to shred it. You are going to slice it. You wanna get yourself some whole milk mozzarella cheese, and you want to thinly slice it. Now we wait. It's been about 15, 20 minutes, and it is time to start preheating our wood fire. Grab your pellet hopper and fill it with pellets, and give it the dad shake. The dad shake either compacts the pellets and makes it burn better, separates the pellets and gives it lots of air and makes it burn better, or does absolutely nothing and just makes me feel like it burns better. I still do it every time. For this cook, I set it to the roast setting with the wood fire turned on and just threw a time on it. I don't really care about time. I don't know how long this is gonna take. The reason I picked roast is because it wouldn't let me do bake at 425. I wanna cook these at 425 Fahrenheit. In a normal oven, you'd basically do these at about 450. but the wood fire cooks a little hotter, so I like to do it a little bit lower. So I think we'll be fine with the roast at 425. I didn't want to use air fry because I don't want to burn the top of the pizza. So we'll see how it goes. Also, I think I'm going to have to finish the rest of this video inside. It's gonna rain. We are in the home stretch here, folks. The wood fire's preheated. The dough has risen. Everything looks good. Let's take this and we're just gonna kind of punch out any little air bubbles we got going on, almost like making a focaccia. And now you layer your cheese. Take your tomatoes, and you just want kind of spots of tomato. Like so. Me being me, I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of extra dad dust and some fresh grated Parmesan cheese. A couple spots that I think could probably use a little extra tomato. And I'm gonna go pop this in the wood fire, probably 12 to 15 minutes. I don't know how long it's gonna take. It's all gonna go off of looks. All right, this is 6 minutes. Oh, look at that. What we're gonna be looking for is the bottom to be nice and crispy. Not crispy yet, okay. We are 8 minutes in, and we are gonna go ahead and give this a rotate, because sometimes these wood fires can cook a little uneven. Time for an underside check at the 12-minute mark. Oh yeah, happy with that. This fella's coming out. We need to let this sit for 3 to 5 minutes just to let it kind of solidify before we slice it. This is absolutely what I was hoping for. This is almost even better than I was hoping for. Careful, it is super hot. Work yourself around the edges. Should be able. I love cheese. Look at the underside of that sucker. That is. You hear that? That is crisp. Oh man, fantastic. Probably the best way you can make pizza on the Ninja Woodfire is to do this grandma pizza trick. Holy, the crust is just crispy, and then like, it's like, just, that. It's got like a focaccia vibe to it with hints of Sicilian pie, but you still get that New York pizza taste. The crisp on the dough is just amazing. It is absolutely perfectly cooked all the way through. Just the right thickness. Oh man, I have no tweaks or anything I would do this. I would do it exactly like this. I love this. Also, I'm loving this pizza dough. Hopefully I'll be able to kind of share it with you guys here in a little bit, but man, really good dough. And it is the perfect application for the Ninja Woodfire. This is how you pizza the wood fire. As always, I'm gonna put the recipe up on dadgotthis.com. Sometimes I'm a little late. Please be patient with me. Just keep checking. It'll eventually get up there, I promise. If you like this video, do the YouTube likey subscribe thing. YouTube loves it when you leave a like. I love it when you leave a comment. I answer just about every comment in my comment section. If you wanna help me out, become a member, that'd be great. Or buy my Ninja Woodfire cookbook, that'd also be great. All those links are in the description. But man, this is a fantastic pizza. So, with all that out of the way, guess there's only one question left to answer. Why did Jabba the Hutt win the pizza competition? Because nobody out pizzas the Hutt. Yeah, pretty bad. Dad may tell horrible dad jokes, cook amazing grandma pizza on the Ninja Woodfire. But one thing Dad will never do is an outro. So that's it. Bye.
This is the part where I thank all of my members. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you so much for your support, and rock on. I don't know why I said rock on, but rock on. You say you like brisket, ribs, and pumpkin pie. But can you handle the dad jokes that come with them? My cookbook, Bad Jokes, Good Food, has over 24 woodfire recipes guaranteed to make you hungry and groan at the same time. Order your copy now at dadgotthis.com.